What is up, everybody? Moonfa here, bringing you another League of Legends commentary, this time featuring top lane Kayle. I actually thought I was going to be playing mid lane Kayle, but it does look like I will be playing top lane Kayle because J4 actually wanted mid. I did not realize it. Not a big deal, just a little bit of runes and masteries are different when I play top lane Kayle, but it's not a big deal. So, starting off in the top lane, a little bit weird of a matchup here. I'm actually against I'm AP Kayle. I'm actually up against Vi in the top lane, which is very unusual. Officer Vi to be exact. But Vi is a viable top lane, no pun intended. But not seen too often. She's more seen in the jungle. I do believe she can be a good top laner, but a little bit weird. Not too bad against Kayle considering how many gap closers she has, and gap closers are really what hurt Kayle a lot. But in all honesty, not too hard of a matchup for me. This game was not one of my best. A lot of mistakes with our team, a lot of mistakes with me, just silly plays. I wish I had a better one, but this one is kind of interesting because it's kind of a back and forth match. It's not a stomp for either team, but you'll see as the match does go on. Just having the clip slowed down and a little beginning here, getting some farming in, but this will be slowed down and sped up. It was sped up at the beginning here. And actually, this was the first match I saw in chat. The Rammus VU or visual upgrade actually did come in, and I never even saw that in the patch notes. They kind of just ninja gave him a visual upgrade. But getting first blood there for Rammus, I believe, got it. Ganking the mid lane Lux, and J4 actually picking up a second one. Lucian coming up from the bottom lane, picking up another one. And this, when I was in game, was just the funniest. Everyone just died at once. 6 deaths, 3 for each team go down. And everyone other than the top lane basically just dying. Every lane lost someone, and it was pretty hilarious. But we did get the first blood, so we're a little bit ahead there. Ashe is able to pick up another kill. Getting a little gank here. We do have Rammus in the side bush, though. He kind of snuck in there. I didn't even really realize he was there right now, but I did realize he was there in the game. But we do wait for Udyr to head down towards mid lane, and Rammus does come in. Vi initiates on me with a Q, which was a big mess up. That's her problem. That's her only escape. Rammus gets a nice taunt off, throw the ignite down, and should be able to pick up the kill here. He does turn to stop the Udyr, able to snag the kill on Vi. She does ignite me right before she goes down, but Udyr's not going to be able to do anything because Rammus is here to support me. Just going to get that little lane tax in. No big deal. But just going to keep pushing this out. Also, I forgot to mention starting items. I did go Crystalline Flask, 1 Sight Ward, Green Ward, and 1 Health Potion. That is my standard start for mid or top lane for the most part. You can go Doran's Ring or even Boots. Excuse me, had to cough. And yeah, you can do that. Also, my first buyback, I did grab a Doran's Ring. Vi actually went mid there. That was bad. She was able to pick up a kill. But I went Doran's Ring and what is that called? Tome. I got the Tome, which builds into Nashor's. You can also go Stinger. I wasn't able to afford it. And I do like the AP and the cooldown reduction a little more than the attack speed. I find it... Actually, wait, the Stinger gives cooldown reduction, doesn't it? So, yeah. But I do prefer the Tome for the most part. It depends on the matchup. The attack speed can be very useful, able to give you a bit more damage. But 74 AP on my first buy is not too bad. Also, Summoner spells, Ignite and Flash, pretty standard for most lanes. Top and mid, I guess, not for bot lane, other than support. But yeah, that's pretty normal. And right here, okay, that's not the time I was talking about, but I did jump in, try to get a little damage off. Gonna go try to deep ward a little bit since I do have 1 try, and gonna throw down a ward there so I have vision when Udyr comes from mid or blue. And so, decent spot. So, a little boring part in the clip here for a second. Actually, not too boring, as J4 does look like he's going to be rotating around the top to top, and we are going to be able to hopefully get an easy dive here. I'm going to initiate onto Vi and then take turret aggro. I didn't need to back out there. I should have just ulted myself and just gone on her, but J4 was able to pick it up quite easily. What is this? Thing's opening on my screen. But no big deal. Going to try to proxy this wave a little bit. J4 actually getting caught here. Hopefully he won't die, and he's going to survive. So I am going to come in, try to get some damage down on the Lux, hopefully pick up a kill. I do flash in. I was under the assumption that her flash was down. Unfortunately, it was not, so she is able to get away, and I did waste my flash. So a silly play for me. Like I said, many silly plays in this. a lot of noob ones, and yeah, that was definitely one of them. But yeah, in chat, you can see me saying Thunder Flash was down. But anyway, heading back to the top lane, Vi's going to be able to get a little bit of damage onto that tower. And she is actually building Blade of the Ruined King, it looks like, which, yeah, not something I'd suggest, really. Even Triforce would be better than that, in my opinion. Rammus going deep here. But Vi actually making a pretty big mistake there, going back in on him with her ultimate. I am able to ult Rammus, and she'll be able to pick up the kill easily here. I ulted him, blocked a lot of her damage in the tower shot, but Vi going back in there, trying to cast Rammus under tower was a big mistake. I guess she thought he was going to go hard and dive, but he did turn around, and it ended up getting her killed. So I am 2-0-1, 70 farm. When I play top lane Kayle, and actually our team did just pick up 2 kills for Ashe and a dragon, so that's good. We are quite ahead at this point. And right here, this is Udyr's just going to be trying to... That's sorry, I just got... Okay, never mind. I thought you guys could hear my Facebook messages coming in, which are very annoying. But I don't know what you guys thinking. You were getting messages. But right there, you can see Udyr pushing down the tower. I'm not able to push him off yet. I don't have my Nashers. Kayle is very item reliant, like extremely item reliant. And before I have my Nashers, I really am not going to be doing that much damage. And so that's a problem. That's why when I play Kayle, I really just try to farm. This game I was able to pick up a lot of kills here. This was a stupid play. I saw Vi charging that Q for so long, and she made it so obvious. But yeah, in all honesty, I should have seen that coming from so far away. That was such a bad play. And yeah, I was a little bit out of it in this game, but J4 actually able to pick up the Lux, and Ashe able to pick up the Lucian. And they might be able to pick up the Udyr here, actually. No, it does not look like it, because he's Udyr and he's so fast. We are able to pick up the bottom tower, the first turret, whatever. First one of the game. I might be able to pick up the top here now. Actually, Vi comes back in, but just gonna keep pushing down the lane. Keep trying to get farm. Vi is gonna be going mid here for a gank, and J4 does pick up a kill. So not too bad of a trade there. We definitely did lose that out a bit. But I am going to get most of this tower. Lucian is going to come in here. And I may... Okay, yeah, the turret... No, I probably wouldn't have been able to get that tower. I'm not that strong yet without my Nashers. But my farm in this game is not too good. 104 at about 16 minutes. And usually I like to have about 10 CS per minute. That's kind of my standard. Not able to get that all the time. That include, like, if you want that much farm, it's hard in solo queue because so much is going on. People need help all the time. Able to pick up this tower, but I am just gonna try to keep split pushing because Kayle late game and mid game is very strong, and we are hitting the mid game now. And this is where my power is going to start getting a lot better. But actually, I did buy 2 cloth armor this game, building straight into the the arm guard. This is a very bad play here, just getting dove, which was stupid, but ulting off most of the damage. But I should not have died here. That was very dumb. And Udyr actually flashing out. Yeah, I definitely could have gotten away here. That was a very bad play, but they burned 2 flashes. So in all honesty, it wasn't that bad. Vi's gonna go down here, and she doesn't want to give the kill over to Ashe, so she does die to Rammus and J4. But this game, very close at this point. I'm making a lot of goofy plays. Our team's not making all the greatest. And they are grouping a lot more than me. We are, I guess. But yeah, especially me with the split push. Not always a good choice if my team's getting caught. And I do need to group up with him. This play coming up, I don't even know what we're doing. We're just chilling in their jungle. I thought J4 was going to be able to come in here. But now that I look at the health, he was way too low. Vi rolling in, Lucian rolling in with the ult, and that's a dead Leona, poor person. But yeah, I'm just gonna recall here, I guess. Actually, no, I decided right at the last second to try to pick up that blitz, but he ran away, so I came in behind Lux, and actually this was a little bit of redemption to the play, able to pick up the Lux. I don't know why I ulted myself here. Thought she was gonna do something, apparently. If I had saved my ult a little bit longer, I probably could have survived here. But yeah, picking off that Lux was good, but then whatever I do here is equally as bad as everything else. Dying again right here to the Udyr and the Lucian. So that was retarded. But I do pick up the arm guard. I normally don't go Zanya second. I usually go straight for Rabadons. But this game, they had a lot of AD, and I just decided to try to go for that Zhonya's fast because the Vi and the Udyr and the Lucian were all kind of hurting me. But we should be able to pick up Blitzcrank here. And yeah, we are able to pick up Blitzcrank here. Actually, Vi going in hard, able to ult the J4. Not sure if it'll be enough to save him, and actually, no, it will not. But Lucian does flash out. And Ashe going pretty hard here. Not able to pick up the Lux. But yeah, I went a little too deep there, and the problem is right here is that we are all so low, and Udyr is ultimately way too powerful. It's not even the Lucian doing so much damage, it's just the Udyr with the utility that he's bringing to their team. The beefiness and just the chase like potential here, and he just stuns me. I try to turn around because I was not going to escape him, but I'm not able to pick him up. And Lucian does get the triple kill, so that was, yeah, that was a really bad play. Especially on my part. I went too deep there, and I should have kited more in that situation. But yeah, that was just a silly play. Like I said, this game is full of them. And I'm going to grab the wolves here, and I was going to grab the blue, but it does look like it is down. So we are going to group up again. We are still slightly ahead, I believe. Other than the fact that their Lucian and Udyr are so strong at this point in the game. But our Ashe and I are also doing relatively well. This fight goes relatively well for us. Vi ults me, and we're able just to kite her out. Ashe gets a lot of damage done to her from that Lux ult, but we are able to kite out the Udyr here, and it is a 3v4 at this point, I believe. Yeah, it is. But me and Ashe are able to do a lot of work, flashing over, picking up the Lucian, then able to pick up the Udyr. I ulted Ashe not too long ago to help her survive, and Lux does flash in for the kill, but I am able to pick up the triple kill, and we are actually able to win that a 4-for-3. So that was kind of a big turning point, especially for me, because I picked up 4 kills in that fight. I picked up every single kill in that fight, and that is just going to make me massive. I literally just came back and I bought that arm guard. If you look at my money, with the shutdowns and everything I got, I am almost sitting at 4,000 gold. So that is massive. I go back and I just buy a flat Rabadons with no components. So that was massive for me. That literally spiked my damage by about, yeah, at least 2 times as much. And so I'm going to be a huge threat in team fights. So that was pretty much the turning point of the game. Even though it was a bit sloppy still just a big turning point. We thought they were doing Baron here, but they actually aren't. They're kind of just doing the Baron dance, and we pushed them out. We do need wards here. Good, Leona got down some good wards. And a crazy Ashe all going in. A little too deep, but time to take a drink. It's good stuff. Always got to bring a drink to these. Makes them so much better. But yeah, this fight, once again, a little bit crazy. Rammus goes in and just gets melted. But Ashe getting all the damage from Vi done to her. Probably shouldn't have ulted there. If I was saving my ults for better situations, we could probably pull these fights out a little better. But yeah, we're just trying to kite the Udyr here. We do have a lot of kite potential. Ashe actually picking up a nice kill. Getting a lot of damage done to her, and this on my part was retarded. I don't even know. Like, did I must have thought I had my ult or something, because that was just ridiculous. I don't even know. That was game throwing right there. But yeah, that was a retarded play. But fortunately, J4 should be able to pick up Lucian. Yes, he is able to pick him up, and that means that Lucian is going to be dead for another 30 seconds, and we are going to be able to do the Baron. So a nice Baron push here. If we are able to get this Baron, that's going to be a huge game changer. Actually, we are just going to turn on to Udyr, because Udyr runs in, and if we kill Udyr, then they have no smite, and we can free Baron anyway. So yeah, easily able to drop Udyr. That was dumb on his part. They didn't have any wards on Baron, so he didn't know how low it was. We're going to immediately turn back to the Baron. Try to chunk that down. It's getting around below half. But what are all these Facebook messages I'm getting? This is crazy. But yeah, actually, J4 and who's that? Rammus? No, I don't know. J4 and Leona going hard, and we are actually able to pick up a bunch of kills. Might be able to get the Lux here, but probably not. Oh, Leona actually surviving with just no health. But Ashe actually able to pick up the big kills there. Holy crap, she's a tower dive, and I didn't even ult anyone. But yeah, we're able to actually ace them there in that confusing fight that I couldn't even commentate on, because it was kind of weird. But we were able to ace them there, and we're able to take down 2 towers and an inhibitor. So that is huge for us. Now we are pretty far in the lead. We picked up a Baron, an Ace, and 2 towers and an inhibitor. I'm able to get a blue buff. Going back, gonna pick up my Zhonya's. So this is where Kayle is pretty ridiculous. Normally I actually pick up a Lich Bane before the Zhonya's and then I go Zhonya's. But Rabadon, Nashor's, Adorn's Ring, got my Sork Boots with Home Guards, and now a Zhonya's. Also with that Crystalline Flask, can't forget about that. But yeah, I'm massive at this point. 959, 200 farm. My farm's pretty bad this game, but still. They pull Rammus into them. Blitzcrank, please. I ulted myself there. Very bad ult. If they had been more powerful, but we're just gonna roll through their team. If they had been more powerful, they could have definitely made some kind of play on Ashe or something since I ulted myself. I should have Zhonya's there when I was taking turret aggro and everything. Could have just Zhonya's been fine, but I ulted myself. No big deal. We trade 1 for 5 with the Ace, and we are gonna be able to push for the win here. So that was a decent game. I guess there I go. I use my Zhonya's now, but that was a decent game. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you want to see more of these commentaries. I'm working on a Kayle guide right now, so that will be out soon. Once again, guys, thanks for watching this. This has been Moonfa. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.